to Dixieland Relics. My name is Shannon and my shop, my name that I go by is the Citrine Ghost.
Sorry, we're dead.
I do event coordinating. I've been a vendor for over 10 years selling spooky plants and weird stuff that I make, as well as like weird home decor. But after we closed our cat cafe that we helped run last year in downtown Plant City due to high rent prices, I've been kind of like searching for the right thing for me that's like the best fit that my talents and creative soul, if you will, will like feel the most fulfilled by. And I just love creating a cool curated space that is just very unique, that no one else is like doing. You know, people have plants, but I think with a spooky plant shop, it's a little bit more niche. So I have known Austin, who is the owner here of Dixieland Relics, for I think like 5 or 7 years now. And he started out as a plant vendor with Austin's Backyard Garden. So we met at plant like vendor markets and stuff like that. So a couple of years went by, and then he moved in here with his plants. Then he took over as the owner. I think the owners wanted to retire, or I don't know, they did run its course. I don't really know. But he now owns it, and there's some really awesome vendors here. It has a very eclectic, unique vibe that just feels like a home for weirdos. There's a lot of mid-century modern, but other stuff too. So I'm going to take you around and show you through the space and just show you my booth initially, as this is just an introduction type of video. We'll get into the nitty gritty of running the booth. I'm going to show you behind the scenes stocking and stuff like that, as well as some history for me, like what I've done in the past and what I'll be doing in the future. So I have a couple poison events scheduled where I go in person and I talk about poisonous plants and all of the ways people used poisons to kill one another in the past. So I do those in person, and I do make TikTok videos for that as well. So people seem to like that a lot. And I have 3 more coming up this year so far. We're working on scheduling some for the fall, so stay tuned for that. Right now, the one I've been doing is Femme Fatales, Women Who Poison, and why women are more like they gravitate more toward poison for a means of unaliving someone. Sorry, it's very hot in here. I'm very sweaty. So without further ado, let us go and move through the space, see what it's like. We're closed today. It's Monday. I just put a few more things in the booth, and no one's here, so let's go. So Dixieland Relics is located at 949 Florida Ave South. Let's see, vintage antiques and plants. Yay. So let's go ahead and walk right up. It used to be a service station. You could see, like, this is the front here. It's this cute little camper. And so Austin stuff, you can see here, backyard garden to Austin, or at Dixieland Relics. He has some really cool stuff. This is one of my favorite plants ever. It's called Cissus Discolor. I love that. And then look at this Brugmansia stained glass piece. Amazing. So, all right, we're gonna go inside. Oh, it's not open, but we're going in. I do have to lock the door because I don't want anyone to follow me in here thinking that we're open. All right, we're all locked locked up. So I moved in August 11th, brand new. This is what it looks like when you walk in. You aren't greeted by this clothing rack. Is outside usually. So Austin does a build your own terrarium, which is a cute like date night type of thing. And this register area is a whole mood. Look at all this. Look at this. Gorgeous. And come around here. This is Tinker Arts. His name is Tim. He also has like spooky vibes, spooky stuff. Really cool. And look at that. That is gorgeous. And so this is one of Austin's spaces. It's really, really cool. I think that's an Odora. Alocasia macrophysius. I don't know. I can't pronounce a lot of the a lot of the plant names. I try. But I've been a plant lady for over 10 years, and some of those names are quite difficult. So let's go back here. Look how cool that is. So normally all of these lights are on, and it's really, really moody and really cool. Got some books. I love stained glass. There's a lady that makes it that vends here. I don't know how many vendors there are. Still learning a lot of things about this place, but this room here has a lot of vintage clothing. The vendor here, his name is O'Shea, and he is super nice. I think this is his shop, Stella Bill. Let's see. Kitty's Closet. No, maybe that's his. I don't know. I know he has like 3 booths here. This one, yeah, I think his is Kitty's Closet. I think these vintage clothing items are all his. Got so many pretty pieces of jewelry. Look at all these really cool pieces. So we're gonna go. You could just get lost here in the little nooks and crannies. I love this curio. It's just incredible. And look at how the belts are displayed. So pretty. Just the eye for detail. So everything's like categorized here. Got some hats. Ooh, look at this bag. I like that. That's yeah, I don't know who's looks like a different shop. So this is the indoor space here at Dixieland Relics. And there I am. Hi. Like I said, all these lamps are normally on, and it's just a vibe. Let's go around this corner. Oh, these are that's Tim did this sign, Tinker Arts that I showed you his stuff. This is supposed to be Austin. Supposed to be. It looks just like him, so it is Austin. There's some spooky ghost prints here. Adorable. Yeah, if you like moody lamps, definitely come to Dixieland Relics. So cool. So this is where my booth is. Doorway to more treasures. The hunt continues. More vendors, plants, patio decor, and more. Oh, sorry, I forgot we were locked. We gotta do this. All right, go outside. There's all this to explore, but my shop is in here, the alley. I have these plants. moody, dark, spooky. This is a dark mystery Hylia. And we have, like I said, my favorites. This is Discolor. And then this is my little shop. So, like I said, I'm brand new. So just ignore the kind of bare wall back there. The pegboard that's going to go up. We're going to do something with the floor. Tim, Tinker Arts, he's making me a sign that's going to hang right here. But I do have my sign I've used for vendor markets for many years. And I sold a lot of begonias this weekend, but I replenished a few things. This begonia black magic. This is one of the little things that I make, little terrarium things. I hand embroider. This is like a little embroidered pin, and just some funky finds that I bring in. Look at this glass plant stand. It's so pretty. So I came across a really nice collection, huge collection of like Japanese and Taiwanese cat statues. And I make these little poison bottles. I sold 4 of them last week. So quite a few. I like cat stuff, weird stuff. I make these like primitive cat dolls. There was a big like witchy poster hanging here, but that's sold. We aren't mad about it. Some little framed things. This is a Hawaiian Thai plant, black magic. Not to be confused with the begonia black magic over there. Sansevieria coppertone kirky. It's like a weird dark snake plant. And this is also another snake plant. And then we have some little bits and bobs. It's a little loud in here because the fans, but I'm so glad they're here because it's hot. So this, I make these 2 little framed doily with a spider. And we have more of Tim's signs. Just ignore my stuff there. Oh, I brought in this tortum, philodendron tortum. These used to be super duper rare, but now they're not so rare anymore. Let's get a look at Tim's signs here. He likes weird stuff too, like I do. And he just did this Fallout sign. All right, we're going into the fan here. So around this corner is another one of Austin's areas, the rustic jungle. So let's go in. So he does the classes in here where you can make your own terrarium. Like kind of like maybe something like that with some plants in it. Create with the heart, build with the mind. I like that. Build your own terrarium book today, The Rustic Jungle. And you get like an option for your glass piece. And then these are the things that you can put. Like, look how cool. Love that. So let's go into the other building. One more building and another plant area. So I forgot to show the stained glass here. Look how pretty it is against the light. I really like that. All right, so we'll go over there in a minute, but it's so dang hot over there. There's not that much. Austin has some plants, but look, there's more to discover inside. Look, please come in. Oh, it's locked. Uh-oh. Okay, that's my bad. We're gonna have to go in there another day. Have to stay tuned. If you're liking my first video here, well, I've made a couple videos before, but this is my first foray into trying to chronicle what I'm doing here at Dixieland as far as the shop updates, um, just, you know, keeping um, the shop stocked with plants. Um, I might go do some plant hunting. Look at this. This is a black pagoda lipstick plant, it's called. And look at this really pretty peacock chair. And so, yeah, if you like this kind of thing, follow along because I'm going to make more little slice of life videos, what I'm doing. Look at that little peperomia. I love the texture. And I love that they're called peperomia, like with an M. And look at, oh, that's pretty. This is a shark succulent, shark tooth succulent. So this vendor's stuff is called the Gothic Garden, but that's not me. Look at this Thai Monstera Thai plant. Um, yeah, their stuff is different from mine. They were here before me. So we'll walk across the courtyard, trying to get Austin to have some events here, some music. There's a music venue that way called Union Hall. My husband's band's played there many times. I vended there before. Look at these little enclosures. I don't know if they're just plants or he's got like jumping spiders in there. I have to ask. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Look at this. Very sharp. I think it might be time to retire these seeds. Maybe they're for decoration, aesthetic purposes only. Austin does go by the rustic jungle, right? All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. The sky is looking a little like it's gonna come down. It's gonna rain, and I have stocked up what I brought today. I'll show you. It wasn't very much. I brought 3 plants. I brought this new begonia, that tortum. I brought this ashtray. I figured someone would want it. I rescued it from somewhere, but you don't see an ashtray too much anymore, right? But what else did I bring today? Oh, this copper tone Kirky and this pewter topped potpourri jar with a cat. Oh, and I think I brought this mushroom print today too. So stay tuned. Gonna have a lot more going on here. I have plans for that corner. Hang like vines. It's gonna be like a witchy. Let me zoom out here. Oh, I've reached my zoom out max. There we go. It's gonna be like a little witch's corner, witch's cabinet. I have to measure and see, but I think I get a little bit more room than what I have here, but I didn't want my booth to look too sparse starting out. So I did it this way, but this potting bench was there and it looks way better there, but I don't want that to tip over. The floors are a little uneven. There's like a ramp. See, I don't know if you can tell. The ramp is there. So it's hard with the furniture. So we're going to figure a solution out. Austin's going to help me. My husband might come up and help me as well. Figure out what we can put here to even out the floor in some capacity, right? All right, well, that's it for the tour and the intro video today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. Uh, motiv- Motivate me to keep going because sometimes I fall off. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you soon. Maybe next week, maybe in a few days. Bye.